What's up, everybody? We just wanted to take a minute to introduce ourselves before we begin the podcast. My name is Cam, and I've been playing games as long as I can remember. I think my first game ever was Duck Hunt on the NES, and I would go to my aunt's house all the time to play it. The first system I had in my own house was a Sega Genesis, and as a kid, I played way too much Sonic. Fast forward to the present, and I'm a Sony fanboy through and through. I have owned every console they have ever made, except for the handhelds. And some of my favorite games are the Metal Gear Solid series, Overwatch, and Sonic, Mario Kart 64, Horizon Zero Dawn, and basically anything Bethesda puts out. And there's so much more. I'm into the indie scene. I love finding gems that aren't as well known, especially platformers. But I hope you enjoy the podcast, and please bear with us as we grow and learn. We're here because this is our hobby and our passion, and we want you to take this journey with us. Thank you, and now I'll pass the mic over to Carmen.
I'm Carmen, co-founder of Hella Average Gaming and co-host of this podcast. I have been gaming for as long as I can remember and have fond memories, starting with the NES, and have added more through the years with each generation. I am mainly a PlayStation gamer with a short stint in the Xbox 360 realm, thanks Halo 3. Some of my favorite games include Final Fantasy, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Mega Man, Destiny, Overwatch, and Rocket League, despite being stuck in Bronze 1. That statement alone exemplifies the core of this company, Hella Average, and has been my motto in gaming. I enjoy being good at a game, but having fun is far more important. Thank you for following us on this journey, and I encourage you to get involved in our conversations and to always stay Hella Average.
And now, without further ado, the inaugural episode of the Hella Average Gamescast.
So let's jump into the first topic ever for the Hella Average Gamescast. Let's start off with these E3 predictions.
Oh, baby, E3. I'm excited.
The heavy hitters will be coming out. Sony, Microsoft, Ubisoft, Bethesda. Where do you want to start, Cam?
Let's start with Bethesda. They're always my favorite. They kind of steal the show. It's like a party over there when they do their conference.
I would definitely agree with you. I'm expecting them to drop a new Wolfenstein title.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt.
I'm not a fan. I haven't played them, so I don't have any background. But I believe that's definitely coming.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the last one, it was pretty well received, but I think it was pretty short. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not totally sure. I didn't mess with it. But, yeah, I'm not a fan. That's one of their big heavy hitters coming out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't expect to see any Fallout DLCs or...
I don't know. I doubt it. I think it's time for them to bring out something new. I think there's been some talk about a new IP maybe coming out, something in the works. I don't think we'll see like Elder Scrolls or anything like that either.
I don't think so either. I think Elder Scrolls is pretty played out at this point, so it's time to move on, in my opinion.
Well, that's one of their biggest franchises, They've got 3 or 4 major ones. That's probably their really big one. And they've been quiet with it for a long time. They've had Fallout that came out, which was their biggest project. And they're working on Doom and Dishonored 2. So, it's time. It's coming.
Possibilities. We'll see. I don't really have an opinion on Bethesda, so.
They're one of my favorite developers, honestly. I'm playing through Dishonored 2 right now, so I want to see a lot of big things from them. They just released Prey, and it wasn't that well received coming out. I've heard it's a good game, but it takes a long time to get going. The first few hours are kind of slow. But, they've been hitting it hard with, this past year Doom came out. Dishonored 2. So they've been doing their thing lately.
Yeah. Some games are hard to get over that hump. So once you do that, they usually flow pretty well. You usually get some good results. And Bethesda never disappoints.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for them. Like I said, I would love to see something with Elder Scrolls, but I think they're going to bring in, hopefully, a new IP. That would bring the house down, something new that we haven't seen.
Yeah, that would be crazy. I thought I read somewhere that they might be showing a sequel to The Evil Within, another game that I'm not overly familiar with, but I think there's some hype around it.
Well, yeah, when that game came out, it got a lot of praise and it was really popular. So they're definitely going to play on that. We could definitely see that. There's no way that they would have a big title like that and not try to do some follow up to it.
So what about Ubisoft? What do you think they're coming out with?
Well, the thing with Ubi is they leaked a whole lot of stuff previous to E3. We got a new Assassin's Creed title we're going to see. We got a new crew. We've got a new
crew, as in the racing game.
Yeah, as in the racing game. Yeah, they confirmed they're bringing another one.
No thanks.
And yeah, not my cup of tea either. What else has Ubisoft got? I'm drawing a blank here.
I think Assassin's Creed is all they have.
No, they released. I have to look. They released a short list of some new titles, and the ones I remember off the top of my head were Assassin's Creed and.
I've lost hope in Assassin's Creed. There's only so many buildings you can climb. There's only so many scenes you can see. If you want good scenery, play Horizon.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's one of their biggest sellers. Why would they not keep bringing it out?
Yeah, I mean, they're in the game for the money, but I think that there's just so many times that you can run away from people when you piss them off that it's just it loses its fun to me, anyways.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. So they kind of leaked out a new Assassin's Creed, like we were saying, a new Far Cry, and a new crew.
Okay, I'm not mad about Far Cry at all.
No, I'm excited, and I've seen some of the teasers for it, and it looks really good. It's set in Montana, and it's going to have this whole religious cult feel to it. And I'm really excited that it's coming to America finally. That's a big deal.
Oh yeah, it's going to be awesome. I like the pictures they've been teasing of the people all at the table.
Yeah, I love it. It's got a cool feel to it, like a really creepy religious feel to it. I'm digging that vibe.
It's going to be sick.
And then the new South Park game, Fractured But Whole. So they're going to talk about all this stuff. Their conference.
Oh, so they're porting that to next gen?
No. So the original one is the Stick of Truth, South Park Stick of Truth.
Oh yeah.
And so Ubisoft is in charge. They're going to be doing the new one, the South Park Fractured But Whole. So what I would love to see, and what we'll probably do, I think if you pre-order it, or if you could get both games, I'm not totally sure, but yeah. So they announced that. So they've got at least 4 big titles they're going to talk about.
Do you know what time their conference is?
Yeah. Let's see here. Got it pulled up. Yeah. So their conference is going to be June 12th. It's going to be 1 p.m. Pacific and 4 p.m. Eastern.
Let's get it, baby.
Yeah. So, like I said, they're going to be good, but I'm not really. They're probably on my least favorite list.
What other developers are you looking at before we get into Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo?
Man, Bethesda's been probably my favorite heavy hitter. I mean, because EA, they're going to bring their sports games.
Yeah. I think they're gonna get it with the new Madden. I really do.
So I've heard good things about this Madden, but then again, they say it every year. We'll see a new FIFA.
Of course.
That'll be a big deal. But no, I'm ready for I'm just like you. I'm ready for the big hitters.
All right. So where do you want to start? Roll the dice.
Let's start.
Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo.
Let's start with Nintendo. We'll go there first.
As much as I dislike what they do with the Switch and the way that they handle their everything in my eyes, I expect them to have the biggest show. They have too many things that they can bring out of their pockets.
They have a whole lot, but they've shown in the past that they don't like to listen to their fan base.
Well, if you've noticed here recently, they're starting to bring classic games to the Switch.
Right, they sure have.
They're finally listening. So if they're really listening, they're gonna be cooking up Metroid. They're gonna be cooking up Kirby. They're gonna be cooking up more content for Zelda. There's some things that they need to do, and then there's some things that I'm 100% confused about, like a Mario Rabbids game.
That's a big deal because a lot of people talk about how it's just kind of easy for them to pair those two up, and basically people just throw money at it,
Because everybody loves Rayman. It's one of the. It's a classic game that I played on the PS1. Fell in love with that type of game. I kind of feel like part of ARMS was based off of Rayman because if you remember, like his fist would throw out and stuff like that. It wasn't connected to anything, but
yep,
very
absolutely. So the thing for me is that they have this console. And this console is doing well for them. It's a success for them. The problem is they have no software for it. So it's all about the games. If they don't bring these games in a timely fashion, it's going to hurt this console.
Yeah,
and they have so many titles that they can fall back on. That they have. I mean, bring a Pokemon to the Switch, a new one. Now, don't bring a port in. Give me a Kirby game. Give me a new Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Country. Anything. Just bring it over and just start getting these games in, and this console's going to murder. Nintendo could have so much money, they're just leaving it on the table.
Yeah, the firmware needs work. If they get the firmware right, like I was reading an article about setting up your voice chat, and they just said you might as well just use Discord because it's going to be too much work.
I don't know if you've seen the patent for the voice chat rig, but it's like a harness. You plug it into your Switch, then there's a splitter that you plug your phone into, and then on the other end of the splitter, you plug your headphones into that, and that's how you do the live talk.
Nah, dog.
Yeah, it's too much.
Dog.
They're messing up. And I mean, the thing is that the infrastructure was already there for voice chat. It's been done. They basically recreated a problem for themselves.
I mean, I say that about anybody who leaves off things like that. Matchmaking, custom games. Like, I know it takes some work, but if you've done it in the past, why not just do it?
Absolutely.
Just spend the extra time. But Nintendo, if they announce an SNES Classic, it's going to be killer. I know you say you want a new Pokemon game, but the port Pokemon Stars, which is going to be Sun and Moon, it's going to be a huge success. You'll finally be able to play it on a console instead of the handheld. It might bring it to a new audience. I'm sure the competitive scene is going to stay with the handheld devices, but...
Well, I mean, if you look at it this way, there's, let's say for the sake of argument, there's a million Switches out there, but there's millions upon millions of 3DSs out there. The 3DS has the handheld market on lock, and there's going to be a diehard group that just the gaming is going to be on the 3DS. So the Switch isn't going to overtake the 3DS. It's going to be a nice supplement, a home console that you can take on the go. But like I said, the thing that's going to make or break them is bringing that software in. Bundle it, do something. If they give a major bundle and drop the price a holiday, or just do a bundle at the same price, I'd pick it up.
I wanted it, and then after every conference, it was like one thing after another, and it slowly just whittled away my hope in this thing. But
yeah,
the SNES Classic, I'll be camping out for, no doubt.
I don't see why they wouldn't do it, but I have to wait and see that one. You can tell me you can rub it in my face if that one comes out, because I just don't know if it's going to happen.
Well, it's another one of these things where they need to listen to the consumer.
Well, they did the one step in the right direction. I don't know if you've heard of their online service.
Yeah, I've been taking a look at that.
Big deal, because everybody was thinking the worst. You get this one game for a month and it's gone. You can't ever play it again. Just that among other things was compiling. All of a sudden, Nintendo comes out and says, no, our service is $20 a month, or $20 a year, and it's going to be basically a Netflix-like rental service, and there's going to be certain games that they'll update each month, but as long as you have the service, you can play those games. So.
Yeah, it's just, it's a games for gold, or the free games PlayStation drops.
PlayStation Plus. And I think it's a little bit better. It reminds me of the new service Microsoft launched. Basically, you paid, you can stream or download games and play them as long as you want while you had the service. I forget the name of that service. I have to look it up. But
if they bring the heat, they're gonna own this holiday season.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey, I mean, bring me a new Star Fox. I don't care. Bring me a good Star Fox. I'll play it.
Yeah, you can't say bring me a new one because
they
might just port this one over.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Speaking about earlier, I'm talking about Xbox Games Pass, and it's basically, I think, $8 or $10 a month, and you get serviced. I think there's 100 games on there now, and as long as you pay for the service, you can play those games as much as you want, whenever you want. Those games will never go away.
That's sick. And with that, let's segue right into Microsoft.
Let's get it. Everybody wants to talk about Microsoft.
To me, I don't think they have much to talk about. I think they're going to really stress Scorpio. think that there's going to be any big announcements. You're not going to see Halo 6.
They've already dropped the specs for the Scorpio, and I think they did that for a reason. They've got the specs out there. We know what we're working with. You've got your 6 teraflops. You've got your true 4K. So they did that for a reason. They're going to come in, and they're going to blow the doors off. They're going to say, here's the Xbox Scorpio. You're going to get a true name for it. They're going to start telling you about these games. We know about Crackdown. We know about the new Forza. And then I think at the end of their conference, they're going to hit you, oh, by the way, we've got one more thing. And there's going to be a brand new IP that nobody knows about. And they're going to say, oh, and by the way, the Xbox Scorpio is going to be $399, and the doors are going to blow off the auditorium.
That would be a solid price point.
Yeah. I don't know if you've heard, but they've been doing some small advertising, so like 5 or 10 second ads. And there's apparently some people have been digging into it on Reddit and stuff like that. And in the first video, there's somewhere in the video, I haven't seen them yet, but I was listening to them on another podcast today. There's a 6/4, and a lot of people are alluding to the 6 teraflops over the PlayStation Pro's 4 teraflops. And then there's another one that is a bunch of numbers together, and people kind of decoded it that said it could mean Xbox S10, which is their run on the new Windows 10 platform. And then there was a date, and the date was like October 10th. So people are thinking it's going to drop in October now. And if you Googled that sequence of numbers, it took you to the Google image would be some old electronic that was saying, and look, this electronic is only $399, bam. So like, I think Xbox is like throwing it out there, like, this is what we got, and we're going to, we're bringing it right to Sony's door.
Just listening to you talk about it kind of got me pumped up, man.
I'm telling you, like, and like I said, I haven't watched these videos, but you know how the Reddit community is. They're digging and digging. There's all this cryptic stuff that they're bringing in. And I mean, it's all speculation right now, but think about it. They've been talking about this console is going to be the world's most powerful console, the most powerful console ever built. And everybody was thinking, well, it's going to be expensive. It's going to be, whatever, $450, $500 price point.
Yeah.
But if they come in and have it at $400, that brings it to Sony, because they're going to have to be like, man, we got to drop the price of the Pro, because why would we have the same price for a more powerful console, Why buy the Pro when you can buy the Scorpio for the same price? So I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see if Microsoft loses this, that they just gave it away, because they can blow the doors off just by showing it.
Yeah, their biggest competition, is Sony, but their biggest competition at E3 is going to be Nintendo.
Yeah, and it's a shame that Nintendo does their own conference. I would love for them to be there and just have this, this grand, lights, camera, action type deal, like showing all their stuff. But, Nintendo Japan is a whole nother entity.
Yep, so we'll just get to enjoy Microsoft, and then I'm looking forward to my boys at Sony.
Yeah, me too.
Sony's
always my personal favorite.
Oh, of course. It's been my favorite since I started gaming. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm definitely a Sony fanboy, and
I think they're going to perk up the Pro a bit.
They're going to have to. So they're in the lead right now. They don't really have to come out with a whole bunch of, here's this, here's this, here's that. They just got to come out and show their products off. They're in the lead. Their console is in more households than the Xbox is.
Yep. I believe they're going to just, push the Pro. They're going to push the things that it can do. They're going to push some future updates, talk about some firmware, and then they're just going to give you like a blast of games, 10, 20 seconds of each game that they're putting out all the way up until the holiday season.
Absolutely. And, we're going to see a couple things we already know about. We're going to see some Death Stranding. Obviously, we'll see some Destiny footage, because Sony's going to be pushing Destiny hard. This is Sony's the best place to play Destiny, and that's going to be a big game coming in September. So we're going to see those. I don't think we'll see anything new. My big thing is I think that we will see Bloodborne 2. Bloodborne was such a smash hit that, like, why wouldn't they? And there's talk about it, there's rumors, so that's my big prediction, is we're going to see Bloodborne 2. In my mind, it's already a done deal.
Drive the cash cow home.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to see a Gran Turismo, because that's going to be rivaling Forza.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
I'm not a big race fan, but Gran Turismo is Sony's, racing game. That's our title. So
Gran Turismo had my heart, man. Gran Turismo 3.
I can't do it. I never got into racing. I got now Need for Speed and then the old school Burnouts. Man, I could play those all day.
You would.
And yeah, absolutely. But I like the arcade. I can't do a driving simulator. Like Gran Turismo is just too in depth for me.
I know you can't drive in real life, so fucking playing that game is too much.
Oh, don't hate on my driving. Yeah, better than you can any day.
True. No, but that game really excites me, man. It really gets me hyped up.
And there's a big audience for the Gran Turismos and the Forzas out there, and there's an age-old battle, which is better. That'll never be solved. So,
I don't know.
But Sony's got the games. I mean, we've seen it. You compare them to Xbox's first party or Microsoft's first parties, and Sony does have the upper hand, and you can't really deny that. You've seen it. The beginning of this year, we're pumping out game after game after game. So we've got them, and we don't have anything new necessarily coming down the pipe as far as hardware. We have, by all rights, Microsoft should come away with the win this E3.
I agree. Couldn't agree more. You don't think we're going to see any new IPs? You don't think we're going to see anything
it's hard
crazy
to say. I don't
from
think,
Sony?
Like I said, with Sony, I think everything is pretty standard. If we see something new, I'll be surprised. I think we're going to see the standards. I think the big new thing, quote unquote, for Sony will be the Bloodborne 2. There's not going to be any new IPs, I don't think.
Gotcha. Any other things? Give me your rundown if you have anything else right now.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. I mean, it's so overwhelming because we got, tomorrow's the first conference. We got these conferences coming up. PlayStation Slim and regular PlayStation price drop. I'm saying going down to $249 permanently with a bundle. Maybe $199. They'd bring it down for the holidays. And I see the Pro going down, if not permanently, then at least for a limited amount of time to $350. So big price drop on Sony's end I can see coming. As far as Microsoft, the Scorpio, there's no telling what they can bring to the table. We know we don't know. It's still speculation, but we're almost positive there's a new IP coming that we don't know about. We're positive that they're going to have more than the Crackdowns, the Sea of Thieves, and the Forza that we know about. So they're going to bring something else to the table. With Nintendo, I want them to come out and just throw games in my face. I want to see the Kirby's. I want to see Metroid. I want to see everything they got. Just give it to me. Lap it up. And, I want it to be good for the gamer. So the more stuff we see, the better it is for you and me.
Yeah. A few things I want to see from E3. I want another teaser for Kingdom Hearts 3. I've been asking for them. I've been seeing them. I've been waiting. Everybody's been waiting. Just give me another little glimpse. I'd like to hear something about the Final Fantasy VII remake. It just got pushed back into in-house development, so that's super exciting. I don't have to worry about the game being ruined too much. And that's it. Like everything that we've covered, that's where I'm hyped up. Those are the places that I really want to look at. And if you really want to follow everything and our opinions, HellaAverageGaming.com.
Yeah, absolutely. Check the website, and I'm gonna be live streaming the conferences. I took off for the past 4 years now for E3. So I'll catch the major ones, and I'll post as much as I can on the websites. I'll probably do a write-up. And I think if you can cover some of the social media aspects, but we're going to try to bring it to you as best we can. Hopefully in the future, we'd like to go. I mean, that's our ultimate goal is to be able to go and experience it and bring it to you as it's happening from the show floor. But I can't wait for something like that to happen.
I'm excited, man. The future's bright, so we'll keep up on that.
It is. So I really enjoyed talking. Like I said, our first ever Gamescast, and went over smooth, don't you think?
I would agree, man. I definitely would agree. If you haven't already, please like, share, follow, and subscribe to us on all of our social media platforms. If you're enjoying what you're hearing, please consider becoming a patron on Patreon, where we will be releasing exclusive content discussing your topics and giving away sweet prizes. All links will be provided in the description below. We look forward to hearing your feedback and encourage you to join us in the conversation in the comments and on our Discord server. Until next week, stay hella average.